Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, now into today's story time video. This story time takes place like, 5 years ago? I was in high school, it was my sophomore year, and I was dating the first ever guy that I ever dated, my first boyfriend, like my first experience, like my first everything at the time, whatever. I was dating this guy, right? So it's sophomore year, we're both new to the school. We both went to other schools prior to that, but you know the way Vegas is set up. Vegas is so small. Basically, everybody knows everyone. I had so many friends that went to the school that he went to, so it was really small. Everyone knows everyone. That's just the way it is here. So the girl that he was dating when he went to his old school, I knew about her because I had friends who went to that school. He told me, and I did my investigative girl research. You know, I went on Facebook. I went on Facebook. I looked her up. I knew what she looked like I knew who she was, right? We'll call his ex-girlfriend L. I was very aware of who L was. Now L was also very aware of who I was because I was his main girlfriend at the time. Like, that doesn't even sound right, but I was his girlfriend. You know, I'm the one who had Facebook pictures. Like, I was all over his Facebook. His mom knew me, his friends knew me. Like, we hung out all the time. We were very inseparable. Yeah, we were together. Everyone in Vegas knew we were together. Like, she was very aware who I was. She was fully aware that he was in a relationship. That's what that was. So, alright, fast forward to Valentine's Day. Now, Valentine's Day, he was sick, so he didn't go to school Valentine's Day. I went to school, and I was planning on going to his house afterwards to, you know, hang out with him, give him his Valentine's Day gift, whatever. So I took the bus ride from school to his house afterwards. I met up with him. It was all cool. Now, I kind of felt like it was weird because the whole time he was on his phone, and back then social media was not popping like it was now. Like, Instagram wasn't huge, there was no Snapchat, Twitter was kind of popping, but you know, like, not everyone was on it like that. So if you were on your phone a lot, 9 times out of 10 it's because you're texting someone. You're not looking at Snapchat or Instagram or whatever. So I kind of got like a weird vibe because the whole time he was on his phone, and I'm like, yo, like, you're supposed to be hanging out with me, like, what's up? But you know, now that I think about it, he was like a total douchebag, so that was just the person that he was as well. But anyways, so he ends up going to the bathroom, and I see his phone unlocked on the nightstand. So I'm like, you know when you have like that feeling, like just do it, like you have to do it. Like, you know, sometimes there's instances where like you see a phone and it's unlocked and you're like, I don't need to, like, for what? But this moment I was like, you do it, like, do it, like, just do it. So I looked through his phone, and lo and behold, guess who he is texting? He's texting Miss L. Surprise, Miss L. Him and L are going back and forth, and I'm reading these messages. Now, I was not aware that they were still in contact. I did not know that they still spoke to each other. I had no clue. Reading the text messages, I am fully aware that this guy is basically in a whole other relationship. Like, from these messages, it seems like they are together. Like, there's all kind of I love yous, I miss yous, like, you know, making plans to hang out. They were basically in a relationship. Now, me being young, me being dumb, my first reaction was to call her. So I call her. At this point, he's still in the bathroom. He has no clue that I just went through his whole phone and I found out what his little shady ass was doing on the low. So I'm calling her, and I'm like screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm like, why are you texting my boyfriend? Like, what the, like, you know he's in a relationship. Like, you know, I'm just getting like real ratchet and like not cute. And I'm just like, what is this? Like, woo. And then, you know, she's on the other line like, he doesn't really want you. Like, he wants me. He's only with you because you guys are going to the same school and blah, blah, blah. He's talking to me every night. Woo. And we're just going back and forth. And then he comes out and he's trying to take the phone. I'm like, no. So I tell her, I'm like, we're going to meet up. Meet me at the park right now. Like, I wanted to see her in person. Like, I wanted to, you know, in my head, I'm like, I want to get this girl. Like, I want to get this girl. I know, I had a different mind frame back then. Like, back then, I'm whatever. So she agrees. She's like, all right, let's meet up. I'm like, cool. Like, meet up at this park in 5 minutes. Now, the park was like 2 minutes away from his house, and they live super close to each other because his house was right next to his old school that he was actually zoned for. He wasn't zoned for the school that we went to because he got kicked out. So they live like right next to each other. So I'm like, meet me at the park in like 5-10 minutes, like we're gonna do this. Get off the phone, and him and his friend are there, and I'm like, I'm going to the park, like I'm about to meet her, like are you guys coming, like what's up? So they come, and the whole time, this is what gets me, the whole time homie, the guy I'm dating at the time, is like hyping me up, like he's encouraging me. You guys, he is encouraging me to fight his side chick, and I'm okay with it. He's giving me all kinds of pointers. He's like, if she starts winning, gouge her eyes. Like he's like, they're giving me crazy tips. They're asking me like, do you want some brass knuckles? Like they're doing the most, the absolute most. But what's even crazier is I'm still not mad at this point at him. I'm not putting any blame on him. I'm like, all my focus is on her. I'm like so upset because she knew that he had a girlfriend, but yet she was still trying to talk to him. That's obviously, he's in the wrong for that. Like he's the one who allowed that, but whatever. Obviously I was just dumb. That's all I can say. I was dumb. We're walking up to the park, you know, his homie's getting like the camera ready. He's like, I'm gonna record this. Like they were literally hyping me up. And we get to the park. She's like at the picnic bench or whatever. She has like a gang of friends. She's like with 8 or 9 people. She is like squatted up. I don't even think words were said. I just walked up to her and we just started fighting. Like fists were being thrown, hair was being pulled, because you know that's what girls do. Girls like to pull hair. So hair was being pulled. I actually think at one point I did like this is so wrong. I think I did like stick my thumb in her eye, and like we were just going at it. We were fighting, and then the park was like right next to his school, or her school, the school that they went to. This is like a couple hours after school, so there's like school police that are still like lingering around. And then like I guess someone seen like one that was like coming up to the park. So like her friend came in and like broke everything up. Like we stopped fighting, and then everyone just walked away. So we go back to the guy that I'm dating. We go back to his apartment. She calls him, and he answers. That's the crazy thing. He answers. And I'm still not mad at him, which I don't understand how or why or what was going through my mind, but I'm still not mad at him at this point. I'm still mad at her. And he's like asking her, he's like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Like, did she hurt you? And I'm just sitting there like listening to this, and I'm like, I remember like my blood was boiling. I was so mad, but I was not mad at him. I was mad at her, because I'm like, we just fought, like, and you're still calling him. You're still trying to like, you know, be with him. So I was pissed. I end up going home. I think at that point I was just like, to him, I was just like, whatever. So I go home, I find her Facebook, I hit her up on Facebook, and I'm like, girl, what is up? Like, we just had a whole freaking fight. Like, clearly he left with me. Like, why are you still trying to be with him? What is up? This is not going to work. Like, what? Why? What is up? And then at that point she's just like, whatever, you can have him. I don't want him anymore. Like, it's whatever. And I'm like, okay, so stop texting him, stop calling him. Like, that's it. Like, just stop. Now, looking back, I'm pretty sure that they still continue to have some sort of relationship, because I really do not know how I was so stupid and naive and blind in that situation. Like, when I think about things that happened back when I was in that relationship, it feels like that wasn't even me. Like, it feels like that's a movie that I seen, but that wasn't me. Like, it feels like a whole different lifetime. It's crazy, the things that this guy that we went through. Like, it's just the decisions that I made, the things that I did, it's crazy to me to think about. And after that, we were together for over a year, and that whole year he did me dirty. That was not the first time, that was not the last time he cheated on me. There was so many more times in between, and that whole relationship, that whole time period in my life was just a mess. Like, that was just not cute. That was not okay. So yeah, that was the time that I fought my boyfriend's side chick on Valentine's Day. I hope you guys all have an amazing Valentine's Day, and I hope that nobody finds out about a side chick or whatever. And if you do, say screw you to the guy that you're with, because fighting over a guy is never cute. That's never okay. Don't ever do it. You're so much better than that, and don't give her or him the satisfaction. Just be classy, just walk away, and you know, get yourself in a better situation, because you don't need that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!